All right, we're back. Back again. Sorry about that, but we're back. Yeah, back. Yeah. Have a birthday special shout out. Terrell, what's going on, my guy? How was your birthday? How was your birthday? Special shout out to Terrell.
Yeah, man, it was a good time, man. My people took care of me.
Mm-hmm.
We brought in 40 the right way.
Are we in Aries season or are we in Taurus season? What season are you? You're a Taurus?
Aries.
Oh, you're an Aries.
Yeah.
Oh, happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome.
We're still on.
That
We're still
threw me
on.
off. The
No, we're
screen
still.
right there.
We're
I
still
looked
on.
up and I never
We're
was
still.
that.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
working on this.
it was a good time, man.
You had fun, bro? You remember a lot of it?
I don't remember a lot of it. Yeah, I don't remember leaving the loft. I don't remember how we got to the karaoke place. I don't remember falling before I got on the stage.
Really?
Oh,
Right.
Man.
yeah, they just told me today. I was like, ain't no way. It was like, yeah. They say you fell, but you pop back up and start singing like that.
They say you fell off or what?
No. I
He fell
fell.
off the. He fell.
Damn.
Actually
I
fell.
missed the step when I was
Physically
trying to get on
fell.
the stage.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a good day.
So I bounced back though, quick.
That's crazy.
Fast.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
So your age didn't hinder you whatsoever. You just
Not
got
at
back
all.
up.
Not
Okay.
at all. Yeah.
I love that.
Take care of myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. It was a good party, bro. It was a good evening.
Yeah.
Risa did her thing, bro.
Risa did her thing, bro.
Appreciate you. You catered all the food. Food was fire.
I warmed it up.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance.
Hendo let us use the lofts, and I was love right there. It was dope. So yeah, I don't want too many of y'all trying to copy me and use the loft for y'all.
Well, we won't. We don't let
parties
them.
and everything like that. But go ahead and book with Hendo.
We won't let them.
I was thinking about, can I do it?
You could, yeah, you can. Yeah.
Nah, Hendo might not like my type of party.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You
definitely
gotta respect the space, though.
Yeah, you
That's
definitely
the most
gotta
important. You gotta respect the space.
get on my head in there, man. I get them rappers coming there and fucking that place up. So smoking and doing all types of crazy shit in there. So I definitely,
I'm down, bro.
yeah, man. I definitely gotta watch what I'm doing in there for sure.
Oh yeah, happy Easter to y'all.
Yeah, happy Easter, everyone.
Everybody go to church?
Yeah. No, we didn't go to church. I streamed it because,
Okay.
listen, we're in the digital era.
Right.
Listen, I
Right.
streamed it while I cooked.
Mm-hmm.
And I cleaned my house. I put on some gospel music.
Okay.
Put on
You
some
was in the
Tamala.
spirit. You were in the spirit.
I put on some Tamala. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
What you guys do for Easter?
Yeah, I did. I drove back to my sister. She lives in Orange County.
Oh, nice.
So I drove back, spent the day with her, went out to dinner, just enjoyed the day. Yeah, it was cool.
What you do for Easter, Boo?
I slept.
Okay, then nothing wrong with that. Listen, catch up on your Z's. Self-care. She said self-care Sunday. I heard that. Yeah. Right. That's cute.
What did y'all do?
You ain't gonna ask the fellas?
What y'all
Damn.
I know.
You let me
We're
finish.
going around. We're going around.
But what did y'all do for
Yeah.
Easter? How'd y'all celebrate?
Oh,
We worked, and then I was in Orange County.
And then that was.
Change the camera.
I'm sorry, my fault.
What was that? Oh, I was
So everybody was in Orange County?
You was outside.
Nah.
Easter?
Sunday.
Easter Sunday?
Yeah, I didn't go nowhere.
Oh, you didn't? You went to Speaker.
Yeah.
To where?
Is it?
Speaker
Up north a little bit.
Okay.
Speaker.
Okay.
Nothing major.
Nice.
Shout out to Speaker Box, my guy.
Right though.
That's my guy, Speaker
Have
Box.
it in me afterwards.
I know you was gonna have it in after work. You got your ass whooped. You was ready to go home, bro.
Get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah, man.
That's all from Saturday?
Nigga, all weekend.
weekend.
Yeah, because I was asking where you was at Saturday. He said, man, I think he's still...
You still at work.
He's still at work.
Still at work.
Why fix the sound? Let's get a start from the beginning. Introduce yourself. You know what I mean?
All right.
Oh, nobody heard nothing?
Nah. Oh, they hear us.
All right. Let's start with the.
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead with that.
yeah. They hear us.
I had Saturdays right
Yeah. Introduce yourself.
Talking to the mic. You got to
Talk
put
to
the
the
mic.
mic.
Put the mic close.
here. Get to the mic.
I was put close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pull
put
it
it close.
Hello, mic check.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. I'm gonna break my ankle or something.
Ain't like a powder pan.
It shouldn't break your ankle, your wrist, maybe,
Yeah,
not your
man.
ankle.
I was on that side.
Like if it falls off the table, you know.
Oh, maybe your toe.
Yeah. Okay. I need my toe. I'm Alexandria Hallowell. I live in Austin, Texas. I'm a restaurateur out there, and a recent University of Houston graduate with my master's.
Okay, cheers to that. Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking to the mic, boo.
Okay.
Your little cute lips.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kiera. Born and raised in St. Louis, but moved to San Diego for school. Graduated a few years back, and I've just been living out here, vibing ever since.
All right.
My name's Danae Anime. I'm not going to tell you guys when I graduated because, it's been a little minute. But, I'm a Cali girl and love it here and happy to be here.
You drove all the way from Menifee.
I drove all the way from Inland Empire to be here. So, y'all
Dedication.
Y'all welcome.
It's dedication.
Holy shit! Well, it's gonna be a good show then. We're gonna have a good show for sure. What do you do?
I work in tech.
Okay.
Yes, and I love it and hate it. I have a love-hate relationship with my tech career, but, it pays the bills. So, listen, kids will be eating good.
Yeah, I heard
That's all
that.
matters.
What in particular you doing for tech?
So I work right now in data analytics, and my specialty is developing, but I work in data analytics right now. So.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, I've worn many tech hats.
Okay, we're back. Okay, now we're straight.
Hey, y'all turn.
Freaking car with my
They know what we do.
What do y'all do?
Yeah,
I don't know what y'all do.
What if you're not even here?
always something.
I'm clueless.
Oh, it's some bullshit.
Yeah, but we're straight now. We're back on.
All right,
We're back on. Yeah, so pleasure to have you on the podcast. Did you introduce yourself? How you
did.
contribute? My fault.
I did.
I missed it.
You missed
You know what I'm
it.
saying? My fault.
They
You
all
introduced
did.
you.
Okay.
You say you're not
Nigga.
from here, right? How you like San Diego so far?
Crap. No, I'm just
Damn. How long you been in San Diego?
Whoa, I was about to say.
Bring the mic a little closer to you.
Yeah,
What's your perception of San Diego since you've
don't
been
move the mic back either.
Don't move it, but I have to share it.
Yeah, so what's your perception of San Diego since you've been here? How you like it?
I think it's dope. Quentin put me on awesome food since I've been here. Best places here, hands down.
Let's go.
And I like the weather. I think the cold is a little tricky. I don't know when to wear a jacket and when not to wear a jacket.
Hoodie
so.
season all we
bring a
pretty much
jacket. Just
it's
have a
kind of
jacket in your
like
car.
hoodie jacket season all year round.
I
But
didn't
you
get
can
the memo.
also combat that with shorts at the same time. So you could wear a hoodie with some shorts and you'd be good to go.
Hell yeah. How long you gonna be here for?
I fly out tomorrow.
Oh shit! Yeah, you just.
So it's up
You
tonight.
trying to go out tonight?
It's up tonight.
Okay.
Oh shit! You going up tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just can't go too hard. I thought I could hang in there, but I was out Sunday. 'cause
So that means you're an animal then. That means you're an animal.
No.
Damn,
When they
so
say
you
that.
can't go hard. Okay.
I can't go
I'm
hard.
alright.
I
I'm
go
out
hard.
at like 3 tomorrow.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
girl, I'm thinking it's the morning time.
No,
Okay,
I
no, you're
couldn't do the
good.
morning.
You're so good.
So y'all
I'm
Hey,
a little hungover
y'all
on the
outside
flight,
tonight?
but you good? Yeah, we outside tonight.
Hey, well, we appreciate you guys for coming. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys for coming. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Have fun tonight. You know, I'm pretty sure Brady and Q and Terrell will.
Terrell's confused right now because I was trying to copy the link.
We had to restart it, so it's probably a different link. But
I went to the online thing and it was the one. But
go to YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Yeah,
and you'll find it. And
I
you'll
got
see
it
the
now.
live. There you go.
Man, listen, man.
Brady.
I'm 40.
What's up? You acting 40 right now.
For real.
Brady, what's up with you, man? Where you been? I haven't seen you in like 2 years.
Shit, you know. I've been around.
Okay.
I've been around.
All right.
Working, trying to progress, stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to my boy Q though, man. He about a fucking Batmobile and shit. He all bougie now. Come to the podcast. We started late because of Q and shit.
We didn't start late
You
because
know
of
what I'm
me.
saying?
Everybody was late.
Nah, Q got a brand new
I was
car.
on time.
Hey, he's bought like a $200,000 car and shit. You know what I'm saying?
$200,000.
You know, so he got a little money right now. You know, so he
that's
popping
not
his
why I
shit
was
right
late.
now.
That's not why I was late.
He popping his shit. I don't understand why he was late because the car is like a fucking fast ass car. So you could have got here in like 3 seconds and shit. You know what I'm saying? With the car he got.
Because I had to work.
You know what I mean?
I had to work.
Even if
on
you were
stuff.
late, you could have got here like in 30 seconds with that Batmobile that you got.
Can't
You know
tell
what I'm saying? Hey, but shout out to Q though,
I'll
man.
just teleport next time.
We like to see black men over here, you know, excelling, doing big things in the city. You know what I'm saying? But Let's get this started.
Let's get this
Just
going.
let you guys know though. Let you guys know. You probably can't understand it, but the people who's watching the show, listen. The people watching the show, if you guys talk, it sounds like a bunch of fucking chatter. You know what I'm saying? And they can't understand nothing nobody's saying.
One person at a time.
So be one person at a time. If you sit here and lie, we're gonna call you out. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be capping. The people in the comments is a live show. So hey man, just have fun. But the biggest thing is everybody's talking at one time. Nobody's gonna hear nothing because the mics are really good. Because we got good quality shit around here. You know what I'm saying? So let's go, man. Q, what's up with you, bro?
I'm cool, bro.
Yeah. You want to start off? Because I don't have too much.
No, you start with what you got and I go.
Okay. I do have something I want to talk about.
Don't talk about Kanye West.
That too. That too. Kanye.
crazy.
I want to talk about Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, let's talk about Shannon.
That's a good one. Shannon Sharp just got a
Kanye West
lawsuit, $500 million from his girlfriend. She said that she
Was sexually assaulted.
sexual assaulted, but I can't say the R word, so I'm trying to figure out another word I can say.
Well,
She
that's
said
what
that
she said.
multiple times while they're together. You know what I'm saying? And she's trying to sue him for $50 million. 50
Yeah.
M's. 50 M's. So my question is it possible to get assaulted while you're in a relationship? If you're in a
Consensual.
relationship?
So you could still get assaulted, even if you in a relationship, even if you're married too, huh?
Absolutely.
That's the question. So you're in a relationship with somebody, it's consensual. You know what I'm saying? Can you still be, sexual assaulted?
We went straight deep.
Yeah, y'all.
Because
Why don't
We
you guys
warm
answer
it
the question
up.
first, and then we'll follow up. But
I don't think it should follow up with us because we're men. As men, we.
Well, exactly.
It depends
Y'all are
on the-
men. I
yeah.
think y'all should initiate the conversation, and then we should.
Not
maybe-
about this because y'all the one that's being as.
Well, it's a woman suing him.
Yeah.
So we want to hear your opinion.
It's a woman's opinion.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll share mine. I mean, I think consent, period, it's really important. Like, for example, you just bought an expensive ass car, right? So let's say you in a relationship with somebody and they like, oh, I want to take this for a drive. They take your shit and they wreck it. They didn't get your consent. And so it's like, yeah, like to a degree you could sue them or you could do something about it and take legal action. So I feel like consent in general, no matter whether you're in a relationship or not, you still don't own me. I'm still my own woman. Like, laws have come out, different legislation has been passed for women specifically because of the patriarchal society that we live in and the way that men have gone down or have done women dirty just throughout history. So I think if we're talking about sex and sexual assault in relationships, 100%. Because what if your girlfriend come home or your wife come home, she's drunk as fuck?
She
come
does.
home.
She rapes me all the time.
She comes home and but she's like passed out on the bed, and you got some homies with you, and you decide that y'all want to have fun, and y'all are fucked up too. But I mean, there's degrees to it.
Hey,
Like,
Ebony.
Well, let's
like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
agree
it's
with
just
you.
like you can't just say. There's layers to it. It's not just the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
But let's
not,
stay on topic though. That's
Yeah.
because
Well,
we're making something
I
up.
do agree, and I'm gonna say, like, I think that there are sometimes situations where men have to understand, like, the boundaries, like, of like when to have sex. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I'm never gonna fuck you, but what if, like, I'm not in that type of mood? What happens? Like, sometimes men feel this obligation to want to have sex with women. So maybe, I'm not saying that she's right on coming up with these accusations that he sexually assaulted her, but I'm saying that there needs to be understanding of boundaries, like when it comes to sexual relations with people.
So one more question for you guys. What if you're in a relationship for a long time? Like, because from my understanding, it was together for like 5 years. So
don't think that matters, do you?
does a time change things? Like, the length of time you've been in a relationship, does that change things?
You don't want me to answer?
Go ahead, yeah, go for it.
I think that's inappropriate regardless. I think if a woman's not saying yes or she's not into it, that's just like off limits. But I think my question would be, is this the Michelle from his video?
No,
No.
Or who?
no. This is a
that,
girl that
like-
he was dating.
Yeah,
for
because
a
her
long
name
time.
wasn't Michelle.
What was it? Was Michelle, I thought.
No, the
on
girl.
the video.
on the-
Yeah,
No,
the
the girl in the video
video.
is Michelle, but not the girl who is following the stuff. Her name ain't Michelle.
So
I
there's
read
overlap.
because he posted something also, and and he was putting out her messages and things that she was sending him. So yeah, I think she's full of shit.
I think she is too.
You ask me.
That's why you got to keep receipts.
Yeah,
but I also feel
What
like
kind of receipts
I know
do you
what
keep,
kind of
though?
receipts would you keep for the sexual relation?
what time?
I can read them.
First
Oh,
of
yeah,
all,
because they were-
my thing
Wait,
with me
wait.
is like if you're in a substantial, engaging relationship with someone, what type of receipts do you keep? Because
you keep everything. You keep everything.
Unless you're
You keep-
recording
you
without
keep-
her
That's
permission.
But you keep everything because of situations like
Why?
that. Because he's a man of that has something.
We're
so
not-
so
you're saying
but
he's
you
not
can't
in
cut me
a
off. You can't
substantial-
cut me off. So is a man that he has something, and 9 times out of 10 she probably don't. So just off the benefit of him, whatever he does, he just gotta just like calculate and move strategically.
Well, let's talk about their relationship because I think that makes a difference. Like, if you're in a relationship with someone you just fucking around with, and yes, keep receipts, yes, be careful, yes, be strategic, but they're saying this is his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, but if I'm a multi-million-dollar dude and I know that I could love you or be with you, but I know
With
that
your
you
ex-girlfriend?
you may not have everything that I have, I'm always going to protect my assets.
With your ex-girlfriend?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, girlfriend or anybody
All right,
else.
Men
sure,
don't
why?
look like that naturally, but that's a good. I
Wait,
love
wait,
that.
wait.
Hold on 1 second. One second, because I just want to bring up one point as far as the receipts that he actually posted of her messages and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she said something about it cost him $25K per cheek of hers. So it might have not even been.
they're not-
It might have not even been boyfriend and girlfriend.
love
This
her
might have just been
mindset.
your escort you've been dealing with this whole time. And
dealing with a
somebody
woman
brought up like, oh,
on
if
a companionship arrangement situation. Go ahead.
somebody brought up something as far as like, oh, if he was recording something without her consent. No, she recorded something without his consent
Yes.
and
'Cause she's
chopped it up in a
she's
way.
being professional. She's keeping it business.
Her recording the sexual
Yeah,
activity?
because it's
She's a porn
business.
star?
No, he just told you that they're not in a relationship, that she's more of a companionship arrangement.
We don't know. We don't know.
Well,
We don't know.
she's telling you,
We don't know.
she's telling you allegedly that she's in a situationship. So if she's in a situationship, everybody should be professional, including the man. Period.
But that's exactly why
Be
you have.
professional.
That's why you keep receipts.
Yeah, in that sort of scenario, absolutely. And and she's doing the same. So
I mean,
So,
when it
okay.
comes
So I was gonna say, he's a multimillionaire, right? A man of his status. You mentioned like 9 times out of 10, this woman doesn't have anything. Like, so
No, I'm not saying anything, but the comparison,
right. Why not date a woman of the same caliber as you?
because a lot of men don't, sadly.
But why?
Because
They don't want
because
to.
our pool our
because
pool
most
is
women.
bigger.
I mean, and then at the same time, most women don't date men of the same caliber of them. They date men above the caliber of them. If we're being honest,
But it's
Really?
or
that's
that's what they try to do.
but that's done because like biblically women take care of a different sector than men do. So I think financially is what you're referring to, but that's kind of if a woman is a good woman and she's able to provide everything properly, then the man should be provider.
But we're talking about hoes here.
right, she's basically saying, no. Let's just be real though. She's basically saying I'm a hoe, and we had an arrangement. So
I'm sorry.
forget
how
the
does she- how
Bible,
is she a
forget
hoe?
the-
Okay, the thing. Okay, so
Yeah.
and if you're of that caliber,
That part.
you got high quality hoes.
Yeah, you have high
Escorts.
quality hoes, and you have to deal with
Escorts,
them.
hoes,
Escorts,
prostitutes.
prostitutes,
Whatever you
whatever you
wanna
want to
call
call
There's
them,
levels
they
to
all
the
fall
names.
under the
It's an
same
escort.
category. So even going for like, oh, for 50 mil, that just sounds like a grab to me out the gate. 50
I
mil?
cannot.
Yeah,
Come on now.
and we don't know what their arrangement was.
we
so.
don't we don't know.
Yeah, we don't.
We're about to figure out though.
Yeah, we're about to figure
Oh,
out.
we're gonna figure out.
Hey, Kanye West.
Oh, Lord.
I don't even know what happened.
He's
Or
sucking-
Kanye West
he's
said-
sucking dick.
That's sucking dick.
Kanye West said that his cousin, him and his cousin, they used to look at the dirty magazine. His dad, dirty magazines, when as a kid, and since he was a kid to 14 years old, he was blowing his cousin off.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah. He said he
Kanye West.
introduced his cousin to that type of magazine. Actually, it wasn't his dad. He said it was his mom's. He said his daddy had some magazines,
I would've
But
kept
his
that to
mom had a
myself.
whole
Yeah.
different
So
section, or a whole different type of magazine. And he said that's what he was into.
Adult
Well, his mom was gay.
bookstore
His
in
He
there.
introduced it to his,
His mom's gay
cousin.
though, so I can see it. Maybe
And-
his mom.
you know what I'm saying?
So yeah,
But
he
that was
said.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all talk on that first, and I have my own like
Well, I'm gonna say
inclination
this
on.
because everybody always talks about separating the man from the music. Like, can you separate the man from the music at this point with
Yeah,
all
'cause-
the antics he does?
He's,
All
a,
right.
he's a human.
I mean,
so yeah,
yeah.
we can.
Okay.
I think
Same way we separated R. Kelly.
Yeah.
And people
Yeah.
still do.
Yeah.
that's different. All right, so listen.
A whole lot different. We talk about
different.
Kells and
All right, so no, I think Kanye just messed up real bad when he talked about Beyonce's kids and called them the R word.
Yeah.
Because it was like one thing going against the Jews, like, all right, the blacks would still be like, all right, whatever, we get it, but you calling Beyonce's kids that and doing all that, I think that's where he really messed up. So now it's like, all right, anything that I could say or do for any kind of attention, like, I'm a say.
That's what I feel like he's doing right now,
Yeah.
and I think it's getting disgusting though. And I don't think.
Yeah,
people
no,
really-
that's very
So
disgusting.
you don't think it's true? You just think he's just saying it for attention?
I
it's-
think. I don't think.
I'll
I
have
tell you
to
the
do
truth. I
it
don't think
off
this
the
is true. I think that he. We talked about this last week, other week. I think that at this point, I don't think his album's doing really well. So he's trying to do anything he can.
Listen to it.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it either. I haven't heard any of the singles or anything. A lot of people don't even know it's dropped. So
No.
I think he's trying to do anything he can right now to get attention.
Well, why don't he just go and just say, "Hey, I dropped the album. Can y'all listen to it?"
Because he's Kanye West.
Nah, hey, I used to suck dick.
She's
'Cause he's
she was
begging.
gonna say
My
something.
cousin.
Yeah.
What's her name? I'm so sorry.
Alexander.
Alexandria was gonna.
No, I was gonna keep that off the record.
Oh, you were?
Oh.
Okay. I'm sorry. Well, I was going to say that I feel like Kanye West is going through a lot of mental illness, first of all. So nothing is like, I don't feel like anything that he's going through is like motivated. Like he doesn't wake up in the morning and say, I just want to be crazy, but it's just, I'm crazy. But also, for the record, I know this is very taboo. I think a lot of people, when their children experiment with sexual experimentation, especially
The fuck?
boys. Nope.
No.
No,
You see? You see how
You
he's
got,
so
like, fucked up.
outrageous?
Yeah,
You see?
because it's 4 boys in here. I can guarantee you.
If it's not applicable to you, then calm
Finish.
down. If it's not applicable to you, then we listen. Hit dogs never holler. Hit dogs never holler. So I'm just saying, like, when it comes to this situation, like, Kanye West is speaking on his experience, and I think he's coming from a real place because the mental illness also comes from a real place sometimes of spreading truth, and also a lot of boys and girls will not admit to the fact that people experiment and they're curious, and he's telling these experiences when he was a child, and that's going to be all that on that. Thank you.
Do you know? I don't even know any kids that experiment as a kid like that. Like,
I know
don't know what the
I know,
fuck.
even like when I'm growing up, I just knew like boys trying to get some ass.
Get some
you know what I'm
ass.
saying? But I don't remember. I don't know. Not where I'm from. I don't know any kids
We can't go down.
trying to experiment.
Where you grow up
No,
at?
good.
You can't wait.
I mean, I just say me. Like, I don't know. That's from my
I mean,
experiences.
I just
I
remember
wasn't
being
even
in.
curious like that. I wouldn't. I mean, no disrespect to if you're in that lane. I would, but I was never curious like that. Like all the homies was trying to get some ass, so I'm trying to be like the homies.
Right,
And
yeah.
I'm inspired by my big homies and my cousins because they got the fine girls and they're smacking ass with the fine girls. I want to be like my big cousins. So I wasn't in the mind of me trying to experiment with something else, especially another gender.
Right, but that's not to say that that's not out there though.
No, I'm saying she said a lot, so I don't know if it was a
It
lot.
could be a lot in her
It's a
life.
lot, but
Well, yeah, I said mine. That's what I'm saying, mine. Mine.
Right. This session
Right.
for sure.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
That's true.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
In her life,
At her life, it could be a
Yeah,
lot.
right. That's
So-
my point. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit too much to digest in this session for sure.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's really a case by case basis, like with all of this, because you never know. Like somebody might have grown up around, something, and then shit, it could spread through school. I remember being in middle school, 12 in middle school, people talking about fucking left and right, and I'm like, whoa, like y'all don't even know what y'all doing.
Yeah. What your
Like-
capacity is, what your experience is, what your curiosity level
Right.
is. There's a lot of levels to that.
Exactly, and so it's like people, and it depends. Some people are
Nah.
exposed to a lot at a young age, and so that's another thing. Like let's say they're exposed to it. One, it doesn't mean that they're going to act on it. But 9 times out of 10, who's to say that they, who's to say that they will?
Or
Who's to
maybe
say
they act on it and they decide, listen, this ain't my fucking lane. That happens too,
And people take shit to the grave. That's what he should have did if this is true.
Yeah, well, culture can't handle the truth. Culture can't handle, we're all delusional, period. Like, culture can't handle the realistic part of humans, which is kids are curious and they do curious shit, and it's outside of what culture considers.
I mean, I feel you. Kids are curious. As a kid, I did curious shit. I set fires. I broke windows. Like, I fought. Like, I was trying to see. I was trying to kiss. I was trying to kiss.
Yeah,
girl.
but it depends. It depends on like your reality. I always feel like everybody's reality is their own. Everybody has a different perspective. Yeah, everybody.
It's very subjective.
It is subjective, and just because like one person like when I was little, everybody was like they was into guns, so everybody was like trying to like get a gun and do shit like that. And it's like that doesn't mean like if you go to Little Rock, Arkansas or some shit, like they probably was on some other shit. Like so everybody has like a different way of like what they was doing or what they was trying to do. Because I know in middle school our biggest thing was like eating coochie. Like all the boys like, oh, I'm trying to eat some pussy. Like
I was trying to get head in there. I got kicked out. That's why I got kicked out of CP. I got head in the 8th grade.
So, question for you, like, but
my
I feel like
daughter.
you like sometimes that you. Why would you share that information? Like, what's the point of sharing that
but like when she said like if it's a mental illness, it's cool. But the only thing is like it's coming from Kanye. So like you try to give him the benefit of the doubt. It would be like he's having a mental breakdown, right? But it's coming from Kanye, so it's kind of like, is it or is it not? Like at this point, it's hard to give him the benefit of the doubt because he do so much shit.
Right. I thought he already had the mental breakdown.
I'm sorry, Kanye is one of my.
When his mom died, I thought he had a
older
mental
than
breakdown.
everybody at this table, but Kanye is a legend, and I say this because I've seen him in concert a few times, and he is a musical genius. And I'm so sad that he's kind of like having this breakdown level in front of everyone. But like, nigga, we want to support you, bro. But like, dude,
it's hard.
You're making it so hard for us. Like,
it's
it's hard out here in these streets.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
And
we love us some Ye. Like, don't discard the fact that he's a genius.
Right.
But the nigga crazy right now.
And
Crazy right now.
Yeah. And
that's the thing.
I think what's hard is that he has access to so many resources
That part.
to help with,
Yes.
mental
Countering
illness and
it.
just different things. And granted, he's probably been to through a multitude of things that I can't fathom, that I don't know.
Exactly.
One thing that I can say that we do have in common, and of course, like, that's just one thing, is that my mother passed away also at a young age. And I can tell you, grief will take you through the ringer,
Amen.
through the valley,
Amen.
mountains,
That right
any
there.
terrain that you ain't never experienced. Grief will take you there, but it's up to you to stand up and say, hey, this is my life.
That part.
I can't
And
let this
think
hold me
that's what
back.
We're missing too, the fact that he's like silently like, I miss my mom. You guys notice that? Like, he brought something up recently about his mom, and I'm like, grief will make you a different individual. Yeah, losing your moral compass, losing like the person of your life will make you a different individual.
Man,
But I'm not saying that that's the cause of this. I'm just saying, like,
It has
that's
a lot of
probably
different
one
things.
thing that could have made him go into a downward spiral. And that's why I'm saying, like, at some point you got to stand the fuck up and say, hey, like, no. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
But maybe he also had unhealed mental illness before that.
That's
And
true.
that also just was, like, too much.
And I think that we all got unhealed trauma and mental illness. So, like, this is probably a lesson, though. Y'all don't know how y'all gonna feel if y'all lose your moral compass. Like,
So
I'm not going on sucking. I'm not saying I'm going on.
Here's my like. So, if I'm not mistaken, he's already had a mental breakdown. I get it. He's going through shit. That's what Kanye West does. Like, he said it, whatever. But that it's not excusable.
is that what mental illness is? Is it a one-stop shop, or is it a continual situation? We got to really understand like what it is. And I'm speaking from experience of knowing people who have gone through mental illness, of understanding like it's a continual type of situation. So while I don't agree with all the shit the nigga doing.
Yeah, but you can't like I lost my grandma years ago, and I was closer to her than I was with my mom.
Okay.
And like she said, at some point you have to stand up and move forward.
mean-
Like the same thing we lost.
Your capacity and everybody capacity.
Yeah, everybody capacity, and only reason, and I understand that because like one of the dudes that like was under me that was like really really cool was Kyron Lacey to play for LSU, and he killed himself. It's like mental health is just like, it is important because you don't know what people going through. Not everybody has the mental capacity to kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know what he heard because I know the type of place Louisiana is. He heard like, man, man, shake that. Like, you don't need to worry about that. Shake that. What are you tripping for? What you tripping on? You about da 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 da. Like, nobody wants to hear him, and he just wanted to be here. He just wanted to be heard, and nobody wanted to hear him, so he took his life. So.
Yeah.
Not everybody's strong like that.
Everybody has their own like level, and so like while we can be like, nigga, you on some shit, but I love you and I want you to be cool, we have to set the boundaries so too, and that's what we're doing with Kanye. I'm like, nigga,
I don't know. I'm
rooting
sorry
for you, my guy.
No, this dude's talking about
shit.
fucking people with kids, and he's talking about all types of crazy shit.
kids? When
You
you
know,
say that?
you talking
He
about
didn't say
Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids, talking about they're fucking retarded. No, it's hard to support somebody like
the
that.
R
It's hard.
word.
R word. R word.
Yeah.
Can't say that.
But that's what he's saying. I'm not saying that they are, but I'm saying, I'm like Terrell, like you're saying, there's a point. I mean, Brady said it. There's a point of you just gotta start cutting people off, man. You can help people, but you gotta learn how to help yourself too as well. And if you are here doing all this malice shit in the world and causing all this trouble and chaos, I can't feel sorry for you.
But he's a brat. He been a brat.
It doesn't matter.
He's a brat.
It doesn't matter.
First of all,
But
It's saying like
your actions though.
It don't matter to us, but to him, he feel like that's his way of expressing is these antics.
But it's saying, you causing harm or problems to somebody.
100%.
But so I'm saying it's like it doesn't
But
matter
there's
where
nobody,
you are, but what you're doing, your
but
actions.
who's there to tell him shut that up? And say, like there's nobody, like you've seen the videos of him around people
For sure.
He'll get up and he'll just start like spazzing out, and everybody just sit there and
him
be
in the
quiet.
game
But
just
that's what I'm
got
saying.
into it.
So that's
Right.
and that's what I'm saying. Don't expect me to feel sorry for or try to help you.
Yeah, no,
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying? Like, what can I do for
I
you?
get what Q saying. Q saying he ain't got no one really in his corners.
It doesn't matter.
He
Like it doesn't matter.
He need that.
He running them all off though.
He is.
So it's like he's only hurting himself.
He is.
And like she said, there's resources to where it's like, nigga,
But I feel like he runs them all off because he don't want to hear nothing different. I don't know him, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I think mental health can spiral
from
into
all
a
the-
point where people just do not absorb other people's opinion. Though I
Right.
think he's at that point.
like when we seen him with the Chance the Rapper and Ty Dolla when they was in the studio and stuff, and he just started yelling for no reason and yelling at the girls and all that. Not one of them dudes in the studio was like, hey, bro, like, chill out. Like, everybody just, all right. And then they just like, man, this dude crazy. I'm not going to fuck with him no more.
Yeah.
And they just leave and nobody says nothing.
Yeah.
So if there's nobody there to combat him,
right.
He ain't never gonna change.
he ain't never going to change it.
But I think what's interesting too, because I be forgetting he's a dad, the way he be acting. At least do it for your kids. You know,
Yeah.
ultimately, of course, everything in life you have to do for yourself first and foremost. Not that it's selfish, but this is your life. We all have one life to live. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do it for yourself. But the fact that he has kids, his kids probably on the internet, or people probably showing his kid, this your daddy? You know? So it's kind of like,
And his kids are famous. So
literally.
think about that. Like,
And so it's like, on top of that, it's like, one of y'all had a point, y'all was like, at what point? It's like, you got to nip that in the bud.
Yeah.
Like, you got to nip it in the bud. And accountability is so important. And when people are
100%.
trying to hold you accountable and you resist it, you know what I'm saying? And you can't absorb that. It's kind of like, it's beyond you. It's like, who can help you? Only God can. At that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. So this is for the Kanye West and the Kodak Blacks, but I definitely think like me as a black woman seeing black men go through mental health things, I'm letting y'all know like it's fucking complicated. And what they're doing is erratic and it's irrational, but please know like there's a point where we gotta save black men, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why that people are out of their fucking minds. It's not just, they didn't just wake up one day and say, I just want to be fucking crazy today. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why. So like we do need to be a little empathetic, but it's hard sometimes. Mental health is tricky because you be tired of them motherfuckers. They be doing fucked up shit and they be saying fucked up shit.
And
to
that's
you.
why
Yeah.
that's why it's even more tricky because
It's
like
very
that.
complicated. No, it's very complicated.
No, but I'm
though.
saying as a black man, when you hear shit like that, that's why niggas stay calm. Like what's tricky to you may be a mental issue for a black man.
What's tricky? I'm just
What did
saying.
you
I'm
just
just
say?
saying the.
What did you just say?
Just saying the condition itself is tricky sometimes. I'm letting you know that it's hard to be empathetic when someone is doing crazy shit and saying crazy shit. Like, if someone's talking shit to you, would you be empathetic to them? You'd be like, nigga, fuck you. But you gotta know that these people are not in their right mind, that their mental health is off skew, and that we gotta be empathetic. It's hard. So it takes patience. And I'm just speaking from experience. And
I heard
wrap
that.
up.
And I
You
think,
heard that.
I think mental health in general is just so nuanced that I get what you're saying about the tricky part. Like, you yourself can be tricked.
That
Somebody
part.
can come to you a little later and be like, but this is what you did, this is how you made me feel, and they're probably like, what? Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? And so it's
Yeah.
kind of like, it's nuanced to that
It
degree.
changes.
Like, as much as you're confused and you have to show compassion and be empathetic, they probably have no clue that they flipped out on you
That
like
part.
that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They don't, you know.
It takes a lot of adaptability.
Absolutely.
A lot of adaptability. That's, I guess, my point.
Absolutely. So we gotta go to the next topic. So next topic, I want to talk about it before you jump to Q's. Tyrese Gibson. Tyrese Gibson, he just came out and said that he was paying what, $15,000 a month? 10,000? Was it 10? 10,000 a month for child support, and I guess the child now is 18 years old, but she wants to live with her dad because the mom was trying to restrict and her from seeing her dad and everything, and saying all this crazy shit about the dad. So now she want to live with her dad. So I wanted to talk more about that, like the whole child support and the kids, or families breaking up and the women always trying to cause. I don't want to go too deep, but the men's always paying child support, and the women's always like trying to skew the kids for not seeing their dads from the parents. You know what I mean? So I want to kind of talk about that a little bit.
I think it's honestly 50-50. I don't think it's always
Yeah.
the women. I think you hear about it because you see these women going after these high dollar men,
Right.
sharp, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's a lot of niggas out here who they, you know what I mean? They're not paying child support. They're not in their kid's life. Point blank period. And that's,
But the women too.
and we're not even talking about like, you talk about $10,000. Man, you'd be surprised the type of check some of these women get for child support.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, like regular women. It's crazy. Like 26 cents. Like they get crazy amounts sometimes.
I mean,
So I don't think it's we hear about because that's what makes the news. But
26 cents.
I think it's
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I work for the state disbursement unit of California, and
dog
these
shit out my-
bitches will give 50-cent checks. Trust
Yeah.
me, they do.
50-cent check?
Oh,
Yes,
God, yes,
absolutely.
hella.
They will actually print paper that costs more to fucking print the paper than to give these women their money. They will get 26 cents checks. Yes, absolutely.
And when I was younger, I know that because my little Relly. I seen her dad at the club at a section. I kicked the whole section over. Like what?
That's crazy work, 50 cents.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
50 cents for child support?
Yeah, man, you should go kill yourself. You should kill yourself, man. You take care of your kids. That's wild. Q, you want to?
I mean, wait, that's it? Everybody just kind of like, well, I ain't got no kids, so I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, me either.
So I think Tyrese is sorry.
waiting for you to say something. You the one.
I forgot about
You
your
know what I'm saying?
situation.
You the one in the situation.
What do you think about that situation, Terrell?
So I feel like Tyrese
I forgot about you.
was actually trying to be there and be a father the entire time. So that's why any dollar amount is like a what the fuck? Like,
Right.
I'm trying to take care of my kid. I want to be with my kid more, but the mother is blocking me from that relationship with the kid.
Right.
Which is what a lot of women do. Like, I know. So yeah. So I feel like the daughter know what's up, and that's why she made that decision. Like, no, like I want to go with my dad. Like, I know my mom ain't shit because there's a lot of ain't shit ass moms out there. Fuck. No, I'm not talking about my situation. No. Nah, I promise. Nah, but no, it happens. It happens. Yeah, they will try to keep you out of that child's life
Rat
from
trap.
as early as they possibly can, just so they can get in that kid's head and fuck them up. So, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, if you in your kid's life, right, and the mom still tries to have you on child support, is it like one or the other, or do you feel comfortable like just being like I could do both. Personally, would you do both, or would it be one or the other?
No, it needs to be one or the other, because trying to put a monthly fee on somebody for a kid, like, you're making that kid a bill, and it's like it could make you want to do less. Like, as far as it's like, oh shit, I just seen this right here. I don't pick this up for my kid. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab that. And if you sitting there like, damn, well shit, if I go in and buy $300 worth of shoes today, but I still gotta send this bitch this amount of money for the month. Like,
but we hear about that a lot though.
Yeah.
But that's what made the man a deadbeat, because like, wasn't there a situation like Christmas or something, or a birthday?
Yeah.
And the guy didn't get his daughter nothing for Christmas or his birthday because he pays so much of child support.
Yeah.
And then the mom was like, well, your daddy didn't get you nothing. and he was like I paid for all this with my child support.
Yeah, literally.
I got nothing else.
But they feel like you should do both.
I don't care what they think.
What if she was doing something out? If he was paying child support, that's for the child to live on the monthly, on the day-to-day. If he did something extra for Christmas, is that not extra?
So yeah, but so what you're saying is when people get child support, that's supposed to be monthly, day-to-day, or whatever for the child, right? So that goes to like what exactly?
Everything my kids have. First of all,
which means Christmas gifts, right?
I'm an ex-wife,
yeah,
and a good one. And my ex-husband pays for my kids' expenses, like whatever we've agreed on our child support. And then outside of that, birthdays, holidays, those things are extra. And we both actually contribute to those things as extra outside of the day-to-day.
Well, yeah, but that I understand that. That's good communication.
So what is
Okay,
problem?
how active is he in the child's lives? Like, are you guys in the same city, same state, all that?
We're both in California.
Okay.
He's in San Diego. I'm in Menifee. So he sees his kids regularly, and
No, what's the timeshare like?
He's with them every other weekend, holidays. We just split like holidays, but as they get older, they want to spend holidays with him, and so we do that. Yeah.
Okay, so every other weekend, holidays, that's something that you guys totally agree on, or does he want more time, or is it just the way it's set up with school and things like that? Okay.
That's what we
if that's what y'all agree on, and he agreed to that dollar amount, all right, that's one situation. But trying to force dollars out of somebody because you don't want to give them the relationship and the time with the child, like, that's selfish from the woman.
Well, relationship and money are two different things. So go figure out your relationship through whatever it means you need to do that, whether that's through the court system. I hate that it has to come to the court system. Go to the court. Don't be sitting there fighting with no bitch about fucking seeing your kids. Fuck that bitch. The court will tell, especially in California, the court will tell you, see your children. And they want fathers to be available, and they want fathers to spend money so they don't have to like make up for that shit and welfare and all that bullshit. Go see your child, period. Like, there's no
fathers to spend money.
Yeah, listen.
Money all the time.
That's crazy.
Listen, don't be going back and forth with nobody that ain't on your same page. I ain't going back and forth with nobody.
I do feel that, like, I kind of see child support both ways. I do feel like some women take advantage, and then I feel like some men just don't want to step up, so the court has to force them. But I think it just all comes down to like pick your partner. Like, just make sure you pick a solid partner, and that way you don't even have to deal with like baby mama, child support, baby daddy.
Facts. No, that's facts.
And I feel like my opinion is, just because you can have kids don't mean you should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like that's a big, like, that's really a big thing. Like, there's so many young women out here, and I'm just like, damn.
Stop
like,
fucking creating families with motherfuckers that ain't for you, bitch. Like, stop that shit.
Right. I'm a product of a single mother, and to that degree, I say I'm not having any kids unless I'm married.
That part.
And okay, it don't work out. We
know
divorced.
Who you're creating
okay,
life
but at
with.
least I tried. At least I was like, I felt like I was on the right track according to me.
Men too, though.
Yeah.
They tell that they put the pressure on women, but men too. Right. Quit fucking coming in bitches that ain't shit, and then mad that, oh, my baby mama. No, nigga, she wasn't shit before you fucking came in her. Why the fuck are you having babies with a bitch who ain't shit? She wasn't shit before this, and she wasn't shit after this. Grow up.
It's both ways, though. It's both ways.
These men need a birth control pill for these men. They need a birth control pill.
But it's both ways, though.
Fucking creating homes with people that y'all don't have shit, because it don't take shit to make a baby. And I know this I'm coming from a perspective of a person who has had a baby with someone who wanted to have a baby with someone. So I'm just saying, and both agree. So I'm saying it doesn't take much to have a baby, but like, just stop creating broken homes. It's fucked up.
I think it's both ways, though. Like I've personally chose to have like an abortion on some like that's not the nigga. I don't even want to mess your life up. I'm not gonna mess mine up. Let's be adults.
That part.
So what about Anthony Edwards, the whole situation? Well, I think we talked about it like last episode, but
what happened? Give us a recap.
So Anthony Edwards, a superstar NBA player, one of the hottest NBA players right now. He was dating little baby's baby mama, got her pregnant, and he said he didn't want the baby. He said, I don't want no babies, I don't want no kids, you know. And she said, I want to keep the baby. And he's like, all right, if you want to keep the baby, I'm not gonna be in the baby's life. So he's like, you know what I'll do? I'll just pay all the child support right now up front.
Really?
Here you go.
How much did he give her though? How much though?
It was
like
1.1.
1.1. But she did say that was a lie though. Little baby's baby mom, she said that was a lie.
There's a lie that he paid up front? Well, he said he did. He said he did. And he claimed it, so we don't know. So this is what's going on. But he said he did. He said he did. He's 1.1 up front for the baby, all that. So now
leave me alone, don't bother me.
Don't leave me alone, don't bother me.
But,
$1 million?
But how do they estimate that? Because the cost of living always is forever changing. The cost of shit, the
That's why he went up front.
The economy is
if you're
I ain't spent $1 million on not near one. My brother and sister not all together put together. I don't even think my grandma's none of her kids all together spent $1 million on kids. What?
So you need more than $1 million?
You need more than $1 million?
No, so you have to think. Divide that shit by
18 years.
Be so for real.
$18,000 a month.
Yeah, then multiply that by 3 kids, and I know my mom ain't spent $1 million.
If the woman agreed on that, that's on her. I'm gonna say that. But what I'm gonna say as a parent is, the more money I make, the more money my kids get, and that applies to both me and their other parents.
That's decent.
So
for him.
Hey, one at a time.
No, that's Anthony Davis.
Wait.
Anthony Edwards is younger.
I still want to know. That's not enough. That's not enough for one kid.
How much was it a month?
if he was making more money, it's not enough.
4,629, but I'm just doing it at $1 million.
Wait.
Time out, hold on.
dividing it.
I got a question because you just said if he was making that much money, it's not enough.
If he was making more, well,
So that's the problem.
No, pause. No. Stop.
Go ahead.
Let me stop everybody as a parent, because I think you say you don't have any children.
I
You don't have any
I have
children.
2 kids.
Okay, you have 2 children. You
I
have
have 2.
none, and you have none.
This ain't my fight.
And you have children. I can tell because you were very passionate about the other topic. I'm letting you know as a parent who loves her children, if I was making a gazillion dollars, this is just obviously a anomaly figure, but I'm just saying, like, I'm going to give my children everything they're awarded and afforded, and that's just period. So to tell someone you only get $1 million for your child, if she accepts that's on her. That's fine. If she's like,
That's all she needs.
But they had a text message, and the text message he told her before she had the baby, like, get an abortion, and
But
she
she
was like,
should have got an abortion.
she was like, I want to keep it. He was like, I'll pay you $100K to like.
Let me also be clear.
And she still kept forcing her. And she flat out told him
he don't want your baby, and you decide to have that baby. That's on you, boo. That's on you, period.
So the text message also said that she told him, if you don't want to have nothing to do with the baby, that's fine too. I'm still going to have it.
Yeah.
So when she had it, like, the tune changed, and she was like,
one time.
So, but my question is, if he's making that much more money, he should be paying that much more in child support to raise a kid?
If he wants to raise a child, yeah, absolutely. If he
But
feels
why?
like if he feels like this child is valuable in his life, he's already said, this child's not valuable to me. I don't want this child, right? Correct?
Them the
Am I
kids that be
correct?
getting beat up when they get older.
He's young right now.
Them silver spoons.
No, it doesn't matter if he's
No,
young
that's
or
cool.
old.
I'm trying to calculate in my head if my parents spent $1 million on me. And I guarantee
But he has it like that. He has it like that.
That shit. My thing is, we're talking about raising a kid. We're not talking about.
But if
funding
he has it like that or not,
you
like
you should. Yeah, $1 million. That's more than enough. One.
It takes 150,000 statistically somewhere in like a.
Well, as a grown man.
Wait. Let her
You're
finish.
saying that
It's
calculates to
$100
$5,000 a month, right?
It's like 4,629, but
Which is not
it's
a lot of money,
100. The average
by the way.
standard to raise a kid is like 150,000. I don't know if that's per year.
That's the raise.
or-
No. Fuck no, it ain't per year. No, what the fuck? No. They talking about
Maybe not your
No.
child, but somebody's child costs
Okay, not
$150,000
yours either.
a
But
year.
listen,
Shit, my
let's stop.
kids
Let's
be
stop right
happy.
there.
Right, but
Yeah,
you
they're
gotta
not-
think like
it ain't
that's just the lifestyle some people live. Not
That
to
part.
say, you know what I'm saying? Like I
No,
might
that's
be
the
fine.
lifestyle she
guys are
wants.
asking to.
She
I
wants to
might be
live.
fine.
Her
She wants to
lifestyle.
live.
She wants that.
She's going off of a number on average, and my question is this: are they saying that it costs $150,000 total
I have it.
to raise a child from
Well,
birth
she
to
said she got
18?
it. She
Go
got
ahead.
it.
He told
She
her,
got it.
I don't
Okay,
want
hold on.
to
She's trying to
got it.
go.
One second.
The average cost of raising a child to age 18 in the U.S. is estimated to be around $297,674 or $29,419 annually.
I can see that.
And
Exactly.
annually.
29,000.
Annually.
I still don't think my mom spent that on me. Annually.
Yeah, but they're going off of a median.
A median.
You know what I'm saying, bro? But we didn't grow up
Going
middle
off the
class
time.
anyway.
I can see
Shit
that,
wasn't
though.
You know
that
what I'm saying?
expensive when you was
Especially in
growing
San Diego.
up.
I can see that in San
Right,
Diego.
well, not expensive compared
Hell
to
yeah,
now.
San Diego.
She moved to LA to get more money
She did. You're
because
right.
she wanted more money, so she moved to LA.
Yep, she did.
$30,000 annually. Let's just say
So-
$30,000 per child.
I can see
Okay,
that.
I have 3 children.
Annually, 30,000.
I
It
can
was
see that.
20.
I
It
have
was 29.
$100,000 almost per child. I can see that.
I can see that.
But my kids, I have a 12-year-old and I have 2 12-year-olds. I have twins. Thank you. And I have an 18-year-old who's able to make her own fucking money. But obviously, I'm the person.
I can see a 30,000.
So, I mean,
wants
to say
some
$100,000 per year,
McDonald's every now and then.
so I'd have
Bro,
to
they
make
calculating-
what to
they calculating
live
housing and
though?
everything. So, nigga, it's still rent, all the shit
$200,000
over
for
your
3
head, whatever,
children.
whatever.
Housing, all
That number ain't gonna be 3 times under one
Hell yeah.
roof.
I feel like when it comes to child support, I feel like there should be like there should be like
But
almost
here's-
like
all
a
right, so-
a set,
so
like,
supposedly-
per capita per your
supposedly-
tax bracket.
She took that money and she started her trucking company.
Yep.
So
She could invest it in
she
a
invested in a business.
Yeah.
should she come back and ask for more money if the business fails?
No, but it's,
No, because he already
deal's a
told her.
deal.
No, he already told her, I don't want to
Paid it
fuck
out.
with
Deal or
you,
no
bitch.
deal?
I don't want this baby.
But
no,
no.
if a man tells
Yeah,
you,
but- yeah,
he
but
don't
that-
wanna
that
fuck
money
with
is
you,
for
you
the
want that
kid.
baby.
I thought that money was for the
100%.
kids.
It's for the
100%.
kid.
Not okay.
But she took
Yep.
that money and started a
Because you
business.
have to live. Like,
No,
But
that's
what-
bullshit.
no, but-
I
but I'm
gotta
just saying
live
that-
like,
Right, you're right. But if the business don't do well and it fucks up, she still has to raise the kid.
Well,
that's
this
her
is if she probably
responsibility.
was thinking to do that because if she can take the residuals from the business earnings and then create a fund for the kid, because some people
She
do
can.
that.
No.
Some
She can.
people
No.
open up
She
a
gave it to
business
her.
and
Wait,
their
let her
residuals.
finish.
Some people open up a business and their residuals they stack it up, and then that's that kid's college tuition.
It is. She started a trucking company, but that's not 100%. It's not given that that particular trucking company is going to do anything.
Maybe she had good investors.
Hopefully.
So how do we know
So
she
question.
used his money?
Yeah,
question.
him, $200,000
How do
or
we know
whatever.
she
It's a good ass
used the money
investor.
She probably
Or $1 million.
Money. She got to get my little baby.
That's a
too,
good
so what?
investor.
She got enough
her
money
coochie
to
was
try
her investment.
again.
Bro, but we sat here and say that we criticize these men and saying like, hey, you know, this money is supposed to go straight to their fucking kids. and that money you shouldn't use any of that money for personal expenses. That shouldn't fund none of your business or anything because
But
that's
what
not
if she
for
put
you.
the kid's
That's
name
money.
on the
It
business?
doesn't matter.
She
That
could
money
have
is.
put the kid's name on the
Let me
business.
Let me talk. That money should be going straight to your kids, not your personal endeavors.
But how do you survive? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?
So what I mean was, what I mean is,
she said was
She
a good
could have.
point.
She probably put the kid's name on the
it doesn't
business.
matter. It doesn't
Now
matter.
that
It
is
doesn't
the
matter.
smart move. I don't
Doesn't
think she
matter.
did
That
that.
does matter because the kid's not old enough to make money for themselves.
child support is for living expenses. It's expenses to live to take care of your kid. It's not investing in businesses.
About how we spend the money. As long as I keep my ship afloat and these kids are good,
I mean,
then we good.
let's be real. Most of
Yeah.
even if she had like $20,
you, baby.
most of the women ain't gonna spend that on the kid. A lot of women, there's women that get child support and they buy purses.
But that's the problem.
and
That's
fucking cars
that's the.
and everything else.
But to me, that's the problem. Why am I spending millions of dollars? Why that money's gonna go to you? That's the fucking problem these guys have with spending. You gonna tax me millions of fucking dollars to take care of a kid, while you gonna take that and spend that shit on your nails,
let me tell you
and
something,
invest
Jack.
in this shit, and go spend it the way you want to go spend it. That's not about your kid. You're not supporting that kid. You supporting what you fucking want. It's about you. It's not about the kid at all.
You can paint a horse black and white stripes, it's still gonna be a horse. Tell you that right now, Jack.
If I'm not gonna take my kids, let's say I need to start a business. I'm not gonna take my kids' fund. Let's say my kid has a fund. I'm not gonna take their fucking fund to go fund my business.
And hope and pray my business is
I'm not doing
prosperous
that.
and all
'Cause
that.
that's all it is, the hope and the prayer.
No,
It
but
is.
she's gonna do that because she don't got shit, and she
I
got
mean-
shit going forward. And you using these guys for that money to get what you need to get.
And hope that it pans out in the end.
And then you be like, oh, it's cool because you know what I mean. You're doing it for. Hopefully, if this shit pans out, I mean, it goes back to my kids. No, that shit's gonna pan out, and she gonna go do something else with that fucking money.
But here's the thing though. If you sit it in a bank, it's just sitting there. There's no residuals. There's no interest. There's none of that. She could do that, but in today's climate, banks are going under. Like the Silicon Valley thing, where everybody's money is lost. Like it just wouldn't make sense to like put money in a bank and leave it there for a child that has 18 more years. It makes sense to either do a CD, open a business, put the kid's name on it, like something that could travel, or stocks. But I do think some women do the business out of selfishness, but I think other women do the business out of really looking out for their kid and trying to stack
My
them
whole
up right.
my whole thing, like I agree on that. My whole thing is like, this is California. This state, and it don't matter what business it is, this state has, in New York was second, has the most business that belly under, like out of any other state in America. Like just with like the taxes and everything else, it's hard to keep like shit afloat. So that's a risky move in general because she did it in LA. So who knows what she plans on doing with that, but it's just risky. It's just risky.
It's risky.
What she did with it though is that's her business. First of all, like he should have ran away when she came back, and she already said that it was Lil Baby. Oh, I'm Lil Baby's baby mama. He should have took heed then. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know.
These particular athletes, they fall into the same trap with the same women, and this is the outcome.
100%. But even then, it could be a regular guy. It don't gotta be this. It can be a regular guy that's have a good job or something like that. Then what's gonna happen is you're gonna get your paycheck's gonna get debited out, depending on how much money you make. It's gonna go to that woman.
Tell you right
You don't
now.
know. You don't know. Then what happened? You don't. Then that money's supposed to go there. Then let's say most of the time, like even you give her that money, she's gonna come ask for more. Oh, we need more from that. We need more. So it's gonna be a never stop process.
Oh,
Wait, what?
whoa. I heard that.
Hell yeah. But
Yeah, hell yeah. Hendo. Bang down says a shout out, Hendo.
shout out to Hendo, keeping it, pushing it. G, what's wrong with that?
The one above it.
Bang down says a shout out, Hendo. Like,
Oh, Skyline Power Rangers. Okay, man. Hey, man. I love everybody, man.
No, we all love
yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
It ain't
yeah.
nothing. It's not
Oh,
no.
really?
That was one hell of an entrance.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that
Hey man, we
was-
appreciate anybody that come, dog. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, live from the battlefield. What's going on, my guy? Well, hell yeah. Hey, it is what it is. Ain't my business.
That was-
Hey, my kids. Number one, yeah, my money's not sitting in the bank account. They put it's in the Roth IRA. You know what I mean? But once again, I'm not using my kids' money to be fucking funding business or doing anything.
Is their name on the Roth IRA?
At 100%. 100%.
Maybe hers is too.
Maybe.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not using that money to invest into nothing.
And that's okay. If her
I use
name's
my
on
money.
it
But
as
that
well,
is-
I use
you
my
have
money.
a
It's an
good
investment,
relationship
though.
I
if
use
you're-
no, it's not.
Roth
No,
IRA is an it's an investment tool.
we're 100%. But I'm saying that I have a job, then I use my money that I accumulate from my job to invest into other things, into my kids. So I don't use my baby's daddy or my baby's mama's money to
That
invest
part.
into my own.
So it's the
individuals.
way that she got the money is the issue, not what she's doing with it.
No,
No.
but he also pays outside of the Roth, right? Like
Who?
You.
Me? Yes.
Yeah.
No,
This is
no,
just
wait,
something for his children.
Wait, I don't think he doesn't pay. Like he's with his kids every day. He
Yeah.
pays
100%.
with time, pays with time, and
All of that.
100%.
all the important
And that's
stuff
what- 100%.
that's really important when raising a kid. Because
Right.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I know 100%. $1 million wasn't spent on me growing up, and I grew up to be a prominent, respectable, respectful man. So thank you, Mom. I don't know how you did without $1 million, but
just
we here.
because $1 million wasn't spent on you, don't mean you can't spend $1 million on your children.
And I won't.
If you grow financially,
won't.
because I will, especially if I'm there in a financial situation. Well, I spend a lot of money on my kids. I know I've spent.
But let's
Child, I don't want
All right,
to
next question.
Let's get to this question. Let's get to this question. Let's get to this question. We got a lot more.
All right, this is for the women. All right. Allowing a man to lead. What are things that y'all need to see before submitting?
He needs to be a man of God.
Not everybody.
Oh, y'all went at the same time. Yeah, y'all got to take yours.
Yeah.
And
I like yours too.
I was just gonna say he has to be a man of God. For me, I know everybody don't believe in God. I know everybody's not God fearing, but for me, who else do you lean on? You know what I'm saying? Like, who else do you seek validation from? You can't seek validation from a society that's seeking validation from everybody else. So for me, you got to look to God when you pushed up against the wall and you don't have nobody else.
Question for you. Can I ask you a question? What if he's a man of God and he was broke? Would you still respect him?
I mean, me
you let him lead?
personally,
Would you let him lead?
Y'all laughing.
Would you let him lead?
me. What do you mean by broke?
If you don't got no money. If you don't got no motion.
I'm broke.
I mean, me personally, I think that's a question that you kind of already know the answer to. If I know what I'm looking for and I know that I'm hoping for and I know the type of money I'm bringing in, I wouldn't go for anybody that's quote unquote broke. That
He's
means
a
you
man
have
of
no.
God.
That means you have no hustle.
Just say no, girl. You ain't got to give no explanation into telling somebody that you're not into a broke nigga. You know what you're bringing to the table.
What you bringing to the
and
table?
let them know. I know what I'm bringing, and I'm not bringing broke, so I don't expect broke. Listen, they don't like to hear that, but go ahead.
No,
baby.
I love to hear it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, it's just that simple. Like no, it's that simple because that
She
means you
said
have
no.
no ambition, you have no hustle.
She said
Love
no.
it.
Even if you
Okay.
want
Love
to
it.
Love
invest
that
in
for both of y'all.
even if you want to invest in a
No.
business and it's not successful, at least be smart about the way you do it. Don't put all your
Broke
eggs in
is
one
here.
basket.
I'm going hard.
How you
I'm putting
gonna
everything.
How you gonna live? You know what I'm saying? Like
Broke is
Here.
here.
You said broke is where?
Broke is here.
No.
And
my state?
it's subjective.
In my world, it's here.
Okay. Well, listen.
starts here.
It starts here because everybody has a different explanation on what broke is. Like
That's why I said
you might think
Nigga.
what I think is whatever we survive in. You might think, oh, that nigga broke, but your perspective. He asked you what your perspective
Yeah.
of broke was. Say no. You already know.
What's your, so what's y'all
Yeah.
perspective? All right.
Yeah.
Period. Go ahead, boo.
Finna go
Answer the
to the
question.
dealership and say, I'm rich up here. What can I
Listen.
get?
Broke is subjective. Period. It's
But
subjective.
you know what?
Fuck with your boy.
The right person gonna walk out with a car though, because you could finesse the person too
If
verbally.
he broke, he not gonna finesse nobody. As far as your perspective of what broke.
No, I'm finna go in there and say, hey, look, up here, I got 50,000 million gazillion
It's
dollars.
subjective.
Let me get that and that.
Cause you remember, there's a girl.
off the
There's
lot.
always gonna be a
There
girl.
was a girl that went to prison. She was like the biggest con artist, and she used to walk into places and
Of course,
like
girls
get
could
cars.
do that.
They were like,
yeah,
she had no credit, like nothing, no
Girls
money,
can
no
do that.
nothing.
They got
She
coochie.
titties out probably.
Yeah, she was beautiful.
I can't walk.
Anyway.
I can't walk. I'm not walking to a dealership.
But was she
with
broke?
my
But
shit
was
just
she
out.
broke?
And
She was rich mentally. All jokes aside.
Okay, but
That's
was
that.
she
was broke.
broke?
She
But
was
to
rich
your
mentally.
perspective, was she broke?
She was a con artist.
She was, yeah.
She's a con
Okay.
artist.
Okay, well, what does that have to do with being broke or rich? What's your perspective on being?
Girl, this turned into your podcast.
It's your perspective. It's subjective. What is broke to you?
Okay, we got her point.
Would you deal with? Would you
We got her
deal with?
point.
No.
Nice
Would
question.
you deal with a broke man?
Damn.
So what was the question again? It was one question about.
Let's go back to the original question. I don't know how we got the broke.
What the
I don't know how we got the broke.
Yeah, because this nigga, he the one that asked.
Oh,
I said a man of God. He said,
Oh yeah,
what is he a man of God? And he
Hendo started it. Yeah. Because it didn't even need to go there.
Right.
We knew what she
as
meant.
women, what do y'all need to see to submit to a man? Like, what do y'all need to see from a
I
man?
need to see foundation.
Foundation. Boom.
I like that.
There we go.
I like that too.
Foundation is great. It's overlooked.
Yeah.
Very much overlooked.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I need to see.
What you a broke foundation? Foundation all got cracks in it. Right here. Y'all stupid.
What about you? What about you?
I love partnership. I'm a big fan of like how we all can contribute to make like the operation work and logistically. So yes, I definitely need a person who is willing to be my partner, and that's how I would submit.
I heard that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's hot.
I like that. You should.
All right, so what is the pros and cons of dating outside your race, if anybody has?
I'm not a subject matter expert in this situation, so I'm gonna digress.
I am.
I will be.
Oh well, we know you are.
You get your pancakes cut, steak cut.
I do.
Go for
Yeah.
it. What's
His
I don't need no
little,
pros and cons. I don't need no pros and cons to it.
you
know
get
what I
your steak and pancakes
mean? A
cut.
black girl can do that shit. Like,
Has she?
yeah. It's Tiffany Hudson.
Tiffany Hudson?
Tiffany.
Love.
Tiffany?
Do you? How? How? You just love.
Dope, homie.
Bro,
Tiffany was
You
dope.
got an actual name for every situation.
So what happened with
Yeah, that was Gazelle Johnson.
I cheated on her.
So getting the
cheated on
pancakes
Jennifer
cut wasn't
Hudson.
enough.
Stupid, bro.
Stupid.
He fumbled her.
Nah, he ain't fumble her.
Bro, I fumbled
Well,
that.
he just said he fumbled
Yeah, I
her.
did. I fucked that one up. I was
I'm
stupid.
listening to you.
Stupid.
Stupid.
I don't think you
How old
fumbled
was you,
that.
young?
I was
Young and dumb.
Yeah, young and
Full of
dumb.
cum.
Yep. That's why I cheated on her.
Young and dumb,
Now
full
she's
of
a scientist and she's in Houston, Texas, a scientist.
Listen,
Black girl.
listen, Hendo,
She went for NASA.
listen.
She was so
Hendo.
that motherfucker so cold.
She an astronaut.
Hendo, for you, my brother. I don't
Bro,
think
Chickeny
you-
Hudson.
Look, let me tell you something, brother.
Shout out to Tiggany. That's a homie.
I don't.
Wait, what was her name?
He kept saying it. It's a name that
Tiggany.
Was she not? She was
The name-
Nigerian.
Her nickname is Tig.
She was Nigerian.
Shout out to Tig.
Shout out to
Hendo.
Tig, homie.
But
He
Hendo,
fumbled you.
I fumbled her.
Can I-
Yes.
Fumbled her.
Yes, I
can
did.
I speak? Hendo,
I'm sorry.
You did not fumble her.
I did.
That ball was not
Bro.
regulation.
Dude, don't listen
so
to
you
this
you
guy.
you,
No.
you did not fumble
I
her.
have
The,
plenty of
the
reasons.
reason, hold on. First off, the
I was a
reason you
dirtbag.
did not fumble her is because you're married with two beautiful kids. That's not
Oh,
a fumble,
for sure.
bro.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He's
That
a
ball,
fumble.
you
That's okay to
that's
say
not
you
a fumble. No, it's
somebody.
not.
See, but no, but listen, you can fumble and still score.
Yeah, I'm scoring.
That
I was
part.
scared.
I said the ball wasn't the right regulation.
Bro,
that
yeah.
wasn't a fumble.
I fumbled a
I feel like
couple
I'm
girls.
watching like The Wild. Like this how
He
y'all
fumbled her,
hype
and that's
each other
okay.
up.
It's okay.
Over something.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong saying you fucked up. I think you should be
Nah, I don't
accountable.
think
And
Shit,
I
I
don't
fumbled
fumble
plenty of
back.
niggas.
you fucked up.
I know.
But you don't think women fumble?
Hell yeah, we fumble.
I was
I
asking her.
fumble all the
I
time.
think women are a little bit more calculated, so I think
I
you can
fumble.
fumble
No,
if you
I'm
want.
not gonna say that. We
Oh
fumble
my
all the time.
God! Can we go
What'd you
one
say?
at a time? Because we had
I said
eye
I
contact and
feel like-
everything. I asked her a
Okay.
question.
Well, go for
I
her
feel like
first.
I said I feel women are a little bit more calculated, so we can fumble if we want, but it's a choice.
No,
for us to
wow,
fumble.
that's
There's no fumble
okay.
if you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody wants to fumble.
Yeah, we can fumble
Women
if we
fumble.
want.
Okay.
We
all
can
right,
act
all right.
like
That's
we
your-
fumbled
That's
the
not-
most,
that's not
but
your
really and
perspective.
truly, we
That's
knew we
not
just didn't
fumbling.
want to keep you.
That's just that's
that
just
sounds good.
That's not fumbling.
No, that's
You
what it
just-
is for me.
You just
I mean,
handed it over.
I feel like women can fumble. And this is just like in general, talking to my girlfriends, my sorors, all of that. Women can fumble based on treating your present nigga
Like you did.
Um,
Come on, you about to
because
put me
of
on the
like
head.
I would say the end result of your previous relationship. Right?
Come on.
And so I feel like that's how I would say that's how a lot of women fumble. They have unhealed like residual feelings from past relationships that they bring into new relationships, and it's like, no, you need to treat this nigga like it's a fresh slate. You need to treat him. You know what I'm saying?
What's your definition of fumble? I thought fumble was like, hey, this is a good girl and you did something wrong and you fucked up a relationship, so you fumbled a good relationship.
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah,
Like,
okay.
like you got a good
That
guy,
is,
but
but at
you
some
don't
point I wouldn't
recognize
say
that he's
I
a good
fumbled
guy
something very
because you
badly.
have these preconceived
No, I'm
notions
not,
that he gonna
'cause, bro,
fuck up
I'm-
like your
I'm
last
married-
time.
She's
Uh-oh,
giving you
uh-oh.
your answer. You're not
Uh-oh.
You're
listening.
not listening. It's cool.
My fault.
Oh, no,
I'm
tell
fine.
him.
You go ahead. You go
I
ahead.
was just saying, I feel like a lot of women fumble, a potentially good nigga based off of preconceived notions of how she thinks he's potentially gonna be because of past actions of old niggas that she fucked with.
Yeah.
And it's like
Y'all asking questions. Y'all need to hear the answers
And it's
to
like-
why women say why we fumble men, because that lets you know
I've
how
never
to deal
fumbled
with
a man.
women.
I'm
So ask
sorry.
your question
I'm
and
married.
listen to
Never,
her.
ever.
me personally,
I'm
I
married.
say
I
no,
don't do
but
that.
Okay,
I've
just
never
your
fumbled a
answer.
man.
Yes, ma'am.
that's the way that
important,
women
too.
Yes,
can.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you saying?
No. I agree with you. I do think like we have different reasons on why we fumble people. I mean, I can't give like a specific on who I'm dealing with and why I fumbled them because it's, again, subjective. But I think the biggest thing is like taking people for granted for me personally. And I think like you kind of touch on that. So like, yeah.
I agree.
I love that shit.
Why do y'all fumble women? Let's go around. Let's do a TED talk on y'all
Cause these
motherfuckers.
bitches ain't shit.
Shit. Like, listen, go around. Let's do a.
Our turn.
Yeah.
Y'all turn. You
We get
go
to join the
first.
podcast.
Yeah, you too.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
You're stupid.
I know.
I fumbled some good women.
You fumbled a lot
Okay.
of women.
A lot.
What do you think your biggest What do you think your biggest reason for fumbling them was?
Shit. Man, there's been a lot of reasons. A lot of dumb stuff.
It's always the penis girl. That's it.
You said what?
pussy,
It's always the penis. That's how y'all fumble. That's it. It always comes back to that.
Wait,
No. There's been some good women and who I didn't take too serious, like, at the right times, and then you end up with bad results
Type shit.
because you didn't go the route that you should have went.
Were you messing with other women at those times?
Yeah, but it's no.
What's the next
No, I wasn't in a relationship. No. Like
There's
no,
more than one.
No.
I'm kidding,
No, it's like
kidding.
it's not like I was in a relationship and then doing whatever. It's just I had my own selfish reasons of feeling I needed to have or be dealing with more than one woman. So yeah. So I fucked up.
I think. I like that.
Your
What about
turn.
you?
Your turn.
Me, I think it's just. I think it's I've fumbled, but it's not on like no sexual shit. Just sometimes like you said, you have the right one right here, but that one might. You know what I mean?
So penis.
No, not penis.
So wait, say what you finish. What you gonna say?
Go ahead. Yeah, baby.
So you got the cool. Okay, so you got a cool on y'all vibing, y'all cool, y'all chilling, but you just, you know what I mean? You want to look at other cars. type
Yeah.
shit. Ain't got nothing to do with penis.
It really is, and it has nothing to do.
I have a
Okay,
question
hold
after
on.
this.
It has-
by the
it
way.
has-
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with penis or pussy or sex. It's just a simple fact that like as a man, like I'm not going to jump in. I'm not going to be in a relationship if I know I'm still looking at cars.
Okay. But do you pretend to be in a relationship if you're still looking at cars?
Penis.
Because how do
No.
you fumble?
No.
If you're wait.
Answer is just no.
Right.
So
But if you
because-
go to a person and you say, "Listen, I'm still looking at cars, bitch. You was a nice ass little Cutlass Supreme, bitch. Like I like all that body, but." I'm still looking at
Cutlass
other
Supreme.
fucking cars. Yeah, I'm old, nigga. I'm old.
I think I'm a
bitch. I'm
Mercedes.
old. I ain't funny. I'm old. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get to the point where you fumble if you're honest and say, like, bitch, you a Cutlass, you the top tier, But bitch, I'm still looking at this fucking charger or this challenge
Because
or whatever.
okay, perfect point. So cars, right? You said Cutlass Supreme, right? So you got the Cutlass Supreme.
Let's start with the Cutlass.
You got the Cutlass Supreme right here, but everyone talks about the Mercedes. So you go to Mercedes or you start looking at Mercedes. You want to, you know what I mean, and not realizing this is a car that's gonna last you longer.
Do you let the Cutlass?
Hold on, let me finish. So when there gets a point where the Cutlass might be tired of waiting for you to be step up and be like, okay, what are we gonna do? And they move on. That's how you fumble a good one without fucking anyone or pussy or anything. Just not.
So he's not being upfront right away.
When
Ladies, that's a sign too.
I mean, you guys just think.
No, it was not about being upfront. I'm just saying.
Well, no, he didn't tell her that I was looking at other cars.
No, so I can also.
She should move on with her life. Period.
Okay,
she should move on. She can't be upset. You didn't tell her bitch that you was looking at BMWs and Mercedes.
All right, that's cool. We're not talking about no more cars. All right, just stop.
I also didn't tell her that I was in a relationship with
her. All right, so hold on. Fuck. Listen, like I was saying.
That's her problem.
One time.
So you don't even have to be in a relationship or whatever. It could just be emotional unavailability at a certain time. That's what it's been a lot of times for me. Because I can talk to one chick for months and months and months and months, but never want to take it forward to like a relationship and titles, just like out of fear of, going deeper emotionally. So yes, that's been a version of fumbling right there. Like
that makes sense. I mean, I get it. Like men, you guys' mind is just structured different. Like we're literally saying the same thing, but like you guys are gonna hear it one way, I'm gonna hear it one way because the mind is just different. Yeah. But I get it. Like I think genuinely one person will catch everyone's focus, and that'll be that, or maybe two for polyamorous people. But
shit, I fumbled a girl. I left her at the hospital.
Yeah, your turn, babe.
She won't go on a date with me after that. That's a fumble, right?
Okay, well, tell us your experience.
I'm not gonna say nothing until everybody shut the fuck up.
Okay, we're listening.
All right. I fumbled just off the sole fact of focusing too much on my career and not paying too much attention to the things that the woman that I was dealing with at the time really desired or valued.
Gotcha.
And that was my fumble in my life lesson.
That's a very mature mindset. That probably was the most mature.
Let's give us some
and a very calm too. Real calm.
Yeah, very. Okay. That's a good perspective.
Because I know myself a lot. I know myself good.
Yeah.
So
that's good, and that's where it starts. It starts with knowing yourself.
Exactly. Being introspective.
You know what I'm saying? Like yes, introspective. I love that. It starts with knowing yourself and what you expect from a relationship. Having that talk about boundaries, having that talk, do you want kids?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like really sitting down and talking. Like, of course, if you're going to do it. But it's like, have the talk and consider everything.
Engage yourself with someone and be authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Go for it, honey. Your turn.
Me?
Bro, that was so loud.
All right, I thought I told my
Y'all
story.
need to give her a paycheck.
You did?
Oh, how did I fumble?
Yeah, your fumble story.
I was
Yeah, he already said it.
We know the name. We know the name.
Yeah, he already said it. He said it first. He said it first.
I'm sorry. Okay.
All right, what's the next question?
Yeah, what's our next question?
Yeah, nothing.
Hey, did y'all see Sinners?
No, but we were talking about.
No, so it don't matter what we're talking about because we're going to the next. We're going to the next thing. We're going to the
I
next.
heard about Sinners. I haven't seen it. So
I'm just saying, have y'all seen it?
No,
Okay, all right, nobody's seen it.
No,
We could go to the next subject here.
We gonna talk about Sinners?
No, because everybody ain't seen it.
What's the next question?
He's trying to pull it up.
Oh, okay.
I ain't trying to pull it up. I'm trying not to just laugh.
Funny.
All right, I got one more question left, and we're gonna wrap this thing up. What are the pros and cons of dating either older or younger?
Hey, so did we ever talk about like what's the points? What's the pros and cons of being out?
interracial?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah. That's what we were supposed to talk about. That's what I was gonna bring up.
I think it was funny because he said his point, and I think we kind of all silently agreed and moved on. He said, "I'm not an expert in this subject."
I was like, I have a question about that. I couldn't remember what it was, but it was about interracial because my kids are interracial. My kids are mixed.
Mine are too.
And so
mixed with what? What they mixed with?
They're mixed with Filipino.
Oh, Filipino. Oh,
yes,
right.
my kids are Filipino. Shout out to the Pinoys.
So what are some pros and cons?
For me, I love learning about other people's culture, and so I grew up in Northern California around a lot of like Asian, but not like. But I'm super pro-black. Like, I grew up in a very pro-black home. Like, bring home a black man.
But your best
like,
friend was black, huh?
Yeah. Hell yeah, my best friend was black, nigga. What? Like, I'm pro-black. Listen, you bring home a nigga, like, you bring home a black man, but, like, my ex-husband is Filipino. But I love learning about other cultures. Like, I love that my kids are, like... They have a little bit of identity crisis. I'm like, y'all black, but like, y'all Filipino too. And so it's conflicting. So
What's the pros and cons?
I love the pro is, everything is pro for me. I won't say like there's a con. I guess the con would be like, my girls are mixed, and so they have like a lot of conflict with like trying to live up to black culture. And I'm like, y'all black, like your mama black. And then also, I feel like when your kids are interracial and their mom is black, it's different. When their mom is non-black. I'm sorry. People get offended by that. So she black men, but when your mama is black, nigga, you black. Cause we black. Cause we do black hair to get their hair.
Pro?
I got one. Yes. That got kids
I have pros and cons.
What's your pros and cons?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I would say for me,
What's your pros?
What's your pros and cons
What's your pro?
of interracial dating? That's the question.
my pro, I mean, to one of her points, like, is you get to learn something new dating outside your race. But the con is I've been really fetishized by men outside my race. Like, they just want to date me for like the babies, or it's just like, you know, they feel like they speak about genetics, almost like some get out stuff. So, or they feel like they could just buy you because, you know, they're looking from the outside to the inside of our culture. But you have some that are like cool, they're culture oriented, they know how to like not be any of that. But for the most part, like I don't personally date outside my race anymore because of the fetish aspect. I don't like that. I don't like being fetishized.
Are you open to dating outside your race though?
Not anymore.
Okay.
No. I mean, the most would be like.
You? What about you?
Oh, she was trying to say.
No, you can go ahead. I'm
sorry. No, I'm sorry.
No, girl.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The most would be like what?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, the most would be like maybe like Hispanic and black, but it have to have some like black in it.
Black would have to be sprinkled somewhere in there.
Yeah, like heavily in there.
Heavily.
Like I need my food seasoned.
Type shit.
I think just my, I would say, awareness of how anti-black many cultures are. I'm not really looking outside of, you know, the black race. And also just thinking like historically, like the deconstruction of the black family and how that's rooted in just so many things that we've experienced. I'm like, I'm black on black, okay? Black on black love, all of that. Like, I don't know. Like, and
What do you
also
think about? Go ahead.
I would say also like a con of dating outside of your race is, like she mentioned, being fetishized. Like, you don't want me because of who I am as a person, or you don't even understand me, right? Like, you don't even understand, like, if I ask you to help me take these braids down, like, what you know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to understand me without judgment, understand me, and like just be, I don't know, like just be open.
What if you meet a guy that's willing to learn them?
How to take your braids down? Maybe good.
Y'all get on my nerves. I mean, it's so much more to it, but y'all get what I'm saying? Like,
I understand what you're saying.
Like,
yeah, you don't want to explain your black culture.
It's like I don't want to have to explain our culture.
I agree.
You know, like I don't want to have to explain that because you had so many instances to learn about my culture, but because you didn't have to in school, you didn't take it out. You didn't go outside yourself and say, okay, let me actually learn about this. Let me expose myself.
And that's the
to
reason
these
I
people.
probably wouldn't do a non-black man.
And I I'm like, I don't want to be the first person outside of your race that you've dated and that you've really experienced and been exposed to, like, through and through.
Explain myself as
you
a
know?
black woman,
right?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's too much as a woman having to explain yourself emotionally.
But there's a big differential between available black men to you women. I assume you guys are both single. You guys are both beautiful girls.
No, don't assume for
And
me.
like, thank you, boo. And so, like, there's a differential when it comes to available black men who are compatible with you, and the available men in general. So, like, how do you guys handle that differential? Like, what do you guys do to handle that? There's no shortage of men that want to fuck y'all. Y'all are beautiful
what's our last
women.
question?
That was the last
Y'all
question.
good? Y'all got it?
That was the last question.
Y'all
I just
got
think,
it.
I just think to that point,
For the
it's kind of like
team.
it's kind of like when it comes to that, like just having men who simply want to fuck, like you don't even want to get to know me or beyond that, or like even like chill, be friends. Like my thing is that I feel like black culture has shifted so much. I genuinely be wanting black men as friends. Like if I need you, like you know what I'm saying? Like I my dad don't live out here.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if I need you as a friend, like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you
Come
should
put this
be
shit
okay.
together. Come protect me.
Right. And I'm like,
take my garbage out.
and this is, but it's just like, you shouldn't have to feel like I have to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend to do something good. Why can't you just be a good person to another black woman
It's
just
here.
because?
I agree.
You know, like, I don't know.
So that, like, so I don't feel like, well, nah, I got a lot of black homegirls, but the thing about it is, my life, for my example, with having all you want black friends, you gotta understand you not finna get the other side, the nicer side. Like if you my homegirl, I'm keeping it real with you, and when y'all do stupid shit, we gonna be the first one, just like we would tell each other. Now you come into a different pool. Me and Q got a homegirl. Q's nicer to her. I'm more direct with her. She's like, baby, y'all ain't so mean. I'm not mean. I'm just. We not. You wanted a friend. We friends. Shit. So now you finna get it. You finna get it how a friend gonna get it.
And I mean, I'm cool with that. Keep it a buck with me. Like, let me know how it is.
But here goes the part about it.
You know what I'm saying? And like, let me know what it is. But at the end of the day, as a friend, and I say that for women, male, no matter the gender, if I need you and I feel like I can reach out to you, and I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I reach out in the sense that if you needed me, I'm there.
Right.
No question. So just as a friend, like you don't have to be in a relationship. I feel like that's the shift. That's the shift with black culture in general. It's like less of us. I feel like there's just a shift in the dynamic between black men and black women in general. And I think a lot of it does have to has to do with like media, social media, and just a bunch of shit like that. And also just the way that certain people were raised. Because me, I don't care what gender you are, but especially if you black, if you need me, I'm pulling up. Like it's that simple.
So I think with that, and it's funny that because that whole scenario of like friendship and everything. If a man come at you as a friend, then it's cool. But a lot of times, if a man don't come at you as a friend first, and you try to develop friendships with that man, a lot of times that's not really going to gel well. So it just depends on how that man comes at you. Because a lot of times women want to make friends with dudes that like already like have it in their mind that I want to fuck with you, and then you friend zone them and you try to like make them a friend. And then sometimes, because I know a chick that's like this, delusional like this now, when she sits there and she be like friend zone these dudes, she literally gets mad because she don't get the same attention that she got when the dude was trying to court her.
Right.
And it's just like, friend me is going to treat you way different than me trying to pursue you.
Right. Yeah.
So therefore, if I'm pursuing you and you was like, oh, I need this desk built, or I need you to come help me with this and this one in the morning or whatever,
he ain't getting no pussy out of that shit.
I'm coming. But if it's like friend me, if it's like,
gonna do nothing if they can't. No,
they not. There's a lot of dudes that's not. But if I'm already having my mind that you're my friend, then yeah, that's fine. But I have to be coming at you as a friend, like friend to friend. We have a lot of female friends, and we do a lot for our female friends. Our female friends do a lot for us. But it's neutral like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh yeah, like I'm pursuing her in a different light, pretty much.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it has to do with, because you mentioned if you have it in your mind, you have this whole visual, you got this whole life planned out with this girl, you have it in your mind that you ready to court her, you ready to be with her. I think it's also important to take into account, one, maybe she's not ready for that, or maybe she has had other relationships where she was like ready and she wanted to go for it and things like that, and other things, you know, happened and it hindered her from actually wanting to move forward like that. So she's trying to take it slow.
That could, but that's a conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a simple conversation.
That's
a simple conversation that because if I come at you and be like, man, I'm trying to rock with you, and you come back and you tell me like, oh, I'm not even looking for that. Then okay, then right then and there we could just switch gears, and you can move how you move and I can move how I move. But if it's a situation to where like now like I'm courting you, we go out, we do some things, and you're like, you know what, I better see you as a friend. If that man ain't on board, or woman, if they're not on board with that, then now their whole visual of you has to shift. Because otherwise, what kind of friend I'm gonna be if I'm already
secret like
wanting
you?
it?
I tell them all the time. I don't respectfully. I don't like. That's cool. Like, oh, we could be friends. It's cool, but we don't like. If I see you out, what's up? But I don't need you to be your friend. Because I don't. I'm dead ass. Do I not you? Like,
No,
I'm
you
dumb.
do. You do.
I'm
But
like, I don't wanna be your friend.
because sometimes those female friends they be wanting like a lot. And I'm just like, bro, like if I was your man, that's cool. But they want the man without having the man. It's just like, bro, like nah, like I'm not doing all that. Oh, I need help with this, or I need help with that, or can you do this, or can you come? Can I get a free meal? Can I do this? Like, nah, you ain't getting all that. You straight.
Then-
Pay for it. You a friend.
Right.
And essentially, my friend, I know you fuck with me.
I feel like what happens though is like the women be scared that she gonna get like real iced out, because a lot of times like men can say they're okay being friends, but it turns into like ice city. Like the man just be super mean, and it's like
It's not super mean, but that's
like-
how we are with friends. I think the male dynamic with friends and the female dynamic with friends is two different things.
Men, they create their boundaries with you as your friend. If you tell a man, listen, I'm not gonna give you no pussy. You just been my homeboy, daps, look, dap me up, nigga. Then he treat me like we dap me up,
Yeah, we
and
dap
I
me
can't
up.
be mad about that
You
shit.
can't be mad at all.
At all.
That's
Can
just
you slide in some though? If the girl like, can a girl? As a friend, as a friend, as a
No,
friend.
I don't slide in.
That's
Either
a
you're my friends with benefits, because I have them niggas too.
Wait,
I got my
what
friends
happened?
with benefits, but maybe you're not there. Maybe you're just my homeboy.
What happened? What happened one night we get drunk or something when I slide in there?
no, because if you're a friend, you're just a friend.
That's not.
If you're a
That's
friend,
not.
you're just a
That's
friend.
not.
But if you're my friend that I fuck, then that's different.
Can I find my friends
What's
attractive?
a friend with benefit?
Yeah, you can find your friends attractive. Absolutely.
Right.
You know
So what if I
That's
slide
not
in
your
that one?
friend if
Wait,
you're
wait,
fucking
wait,
them.
So
But
if-
no. There's boundaries.
No, there is
Sure.
boundaries.
There's boundaries.
But to go back with what you're saying is like that's absolutely true. Because if we're friends, they're like Terrell don't call me every day. So if you're a female, you're a friend. Why are you calling me every day? Like, but to you,
Why
but
would your
you wouldn't.
friend
But there's-
female be calling
but
you
there's-
every day?
because
That's
there's
weird.
because there's
That's
females
weird.
because there's females that's her view of friendship.
I don't even call
Right.
my girlfriends.
So
every
so
day.
there's
She
girls
needs
that
to
be
grow
like,
up.
oh, like they want certain things, like
No.
like they want to be.
She don't need to call you
one of the
every day if
homies.
she's your friend.
But truthfully, one of the homies, like I probably talk to.
No,
For
find her.
real,
Tell her
I'm not
find
talking
somebody
to
she
them.
did
I've been
some-
told, oh, Brady, you don't
She
talk
did
to
a
me. I
pussy
thought we were
too.
cool, bro. I don't
But there's a lot of women like that because a lot of women be like, oh, you acting fun. Like, no, acting
No.
funny. You a friend. You my friend.
No. I have platonic friends
Yeah.
that I can call every day, and then I have friends that I be fucking with also. That I can call when I'm in a bind and I need something put together. Let me give you a little throw a little pussy your way.
Loose as a goose.
Not. No, can't
Put that counter together.
Listen,
Put that
Brady.
counter. Not in that.
But you know how to put them in appropriate buckets, and I don't mismanage my friends or my pussy.
You don't mismanage your
Period.
buckets.
Or my pussy.
Right.
Period.
What? But you got friends that is whatever.
What about giving a guy a
But
tissue?
that's up to her. That's
I've
up
seen
to,
some
that's for her to
situations-
decide.
But
To
wait,
you,
here's my thing though. We're
What is
talking about friends. Like, do you not know the definition of a friend? Like,
What
your
is
friend
it?
is your friend. Like,
what's the Oxford
you want-
definition?
if I'm fuck you, you're not. We're not. I'm not consider you necessarily my friend. We're either going to be in a relationship
be
or.
a
No,
friend
we're
that you
not
friend?
going to be in a relationship and we're fucking. Come on now. We too grown for that.
If your
Everybody over 30
your best friend,
here.
you're still a friend.
You over 30? You, how you, baby?
26. I just turned
No.
20. My birthday was April 12th.
You going to denounce
How
her
old are
friendship?
you?
Happy birthday is my son. Happy birthday, yeah. You gonna
Yeah, and
denounce?
how,
We're
You're
best friends. We're not best
Eric?
friends no more. I'm
Because if that. It never would happen, but in that dynamic,
she
we're already
loves
best friends. That conversation would be different.
Right.
That's why I say that.
Listen, we grown. We know how to have grown relationships, and we know how to not mismanage people that we're in relationships with, right? Like, I have friends that I fuck that I'm cool with. I have friends that I've known. I done sucked and fucked and sucked, you know what I'm saying? But we're cool. Like, this is my friend, and we make sure we
So when
take
y'all,
care of each
so
other.
if you have a partner, they have a partner, you guys are friends, you meet. So how do you introduce them to you?
So So this is a great example.
This is
because
Dante. We fuck from time to time. Right. He's just a friend though. He come over.
That's how you say
No,
it?
no.
Put a counter together.
Well, first of all, I'm in a very open situation where I'm telling everyone that I'm
Open relationship?
polyamorous.
Okay, poly.
And so the people that I deal with are very realistic. For example, one of my best friends, my first love,
Wait, time out. Hold on real quick.
Okay.
I just asked, how do you introduce when that comes up?
I'm going to tell you.
I was like, fuck.
She about to dive into
I'm
it
about
now.
to tell you.
It's fine.
I want to hear this.
What was the last question?
But I
There
will
was one
tell
more
you.
question.
There's no more questions. But let her go.
Let her
I
go.
want to hear this.
Yeah, I
one.
wanna
No,
hear this.
I'm letting you know that he has a person that he's in a situation where he's going to be in a forever situation with. And so we're just honest
He
with.
married.
No, well, I mean,
kinda
he's in
married.
a monogamous relationship with a person.
Okay.
And so he and I have known each other for years, probably over 20 years now. And so we're just honest with like the people that we deal with. And so even when I was married, I was honest with my partner about like, this is someone that I used to be in a relationship with. We are friends now.
Wait, that's not what friends with benefits is. You weren't honest.
But we have learned to set the boundaries in our relationship. Like if you're in a relationship with someone and right now he is, we're not having sex. Like we are literally platonic. I know a lot of people can't do that.
So there's no like dipping back in the pot.
So
like,
my question
for you, no. Like, she on a period right now. I'm about to dip over here and.
No. I mean, we might have a threesome. Like we're open to that.
I knew it was something.
So my
We're
question.
open to that.
My
Because
question
we've had
was.
sex before.
My
It's
question was, how do you introduce your friend with benefits to your partner? Or one of your other partners?
For me, this is someone that I had a relationship with. I no longer have that. Like I'm just honest.
That's not friends with benefits though. Friends with benefits is like you're doing it as like.
Well, yeah. If I'm in I've been in polygamous situations.
That's your
with people.
ex.
Okay. Well, in a situation where I'm in a polygamous relationship with people, I'm just honest. I don't know how else to describe that. I'm honest with the people that I meet that I may be in a situation where I'm having a sexual relationship
This
with
is
someone.
my friend and we fuck from time to time.
So that's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
This is my friend we fuck from time
This
to
might
time?
be my friend and we
wink,
fuck
hold
from
on,
time
hold
to
on,
time,
hold
or
on, hold
here's
on.
our situation.
There we go, Courtney. She got you, Janet.
Hold on. So tomorrow you meet a guy,
Yeah.
and this guy has some value. You might like him. You would
Yes.
tell that guy, hey, you know what? Dante over here is somebody I'll be fucking around. And that's what you would tell
Not
him,
just
man.
Dante, I would tell him
more than
well, there may
might be. Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Hey,
I'm just being honest with
Go
people.
ahead, keep it
Like
real.
these are my situations.
Yeah.
You
Nobody.
don't have to put all your business out there.
Right.
I don't give a girl. I
right.
am 42 years old. I will happily put on my business. Thank you, baby. Thank
Look
you.
good, girl. You doing good. 42. You look good.
But no. I'm very honest with people. And guess what? People don't run. There's a sentiment that men will run. They won't.
So
They
I like
to.
where her. Why do that?
Oh,
that
I'm
person,
running.
So why did
well,
that person?
that's okay.
So question. Listen. So why did that guy and that new guy didn't know who you're talking to?
Yeah.
That's not his business. Who you talking to?
If I feel like I want to have a substantial relationship with him, I want to be honest with him and let him know like this is my background. I was married for 13 years, by the way. I'm not in the business of being in a monogamous exclusive relationship with anyone, and I don't expect you to be in a monogamous exclusive relationship with me as well. So as long as we're looking for the same things. Now there's some men who are like, I don't want that, but I'll fuck you in the meantime. Okay. But just know that you're friend zone fucking. You know what I'm saying? You're friend zone fucking.
Wow.
We're friend zone fucking. You come over.
What's different?
This ain't no real boundaries.
You're not my man. You're not my
friend zone
man. We're just
No
friend
boundaries.
zoning. You come over, you can
Open
take my
range.
garbage out, we have a good time, we smoke, we drink,
But that's
We
what you
fuck.
want
play
anyway.
video games.
Well, you don't
Few
want
shots.
anything right now, so you just want friends anyways, right?
I would love a partner, but a partner has to be okay with my life.
Not if you introduce, oh, this Terrell, I'm fucking
I
him on the
am,
side.
absolutely. And he gonna introduce me to the bitches he fucking, and we gonna be open and
No, the
honest and
fuck
not
he
have
ain't.
to be like,
gonna be a
who is
orgy.
Keisha? Who is this
Orgy.
bitch? Like, we're just open with each other about what we're doing.
So
and we don't have to be
I got a
liars.
question. Do you call him up and be like, you got like a code name, like code little saying, like, hey, my trash is full. My trash is come take
No,
this trash.
I mean maybe if we just want to be whatever, but no, I'm open with everyone. You know what it
Do
is.
you
and
feel
what
like
it
you've
ain't.
been received better in that lifestyle outside of black men?
For me, I'm happier in
Like I
that
said,
lifestyle, and I
like,
do.
Baby,
Outside of black
why
men,
the
I
trash
feel
man
that
keep
way.
coming up?
Not outside of. Also, into I know that there's a misconception because of course the men are laughing, but I'm telling you, they ain't not going nowhere. Be honest. They're not going nowhere. Be honest. Matter of fact,
Hey, pull him up out of there. I'm gone.
there's a misconception.
Tati's around the
but
bases. I'm out of here.
They'll try to act like but there's not.
Deuces.
No. Yeah.
I just like the trash
Those are-
thing.
Because
That's
I know
funny,
I've
man.
had other homegirls who like only date outside of their race, and they do a lot of that stuff.
It has nothing to do with race. It doesn't matter if black, white, yellow, purple, green. Ain't no nigga.
Do you think it's been more accepted outside of?
Not in California.
Date, I'm gonna let you know. Lynn will tell you
California.
otherwise. I'm letting you know. I predominantly date black men. Predominantly.
them niggas love
Not
that.
to say that there aren't other men outside of.
What caliber of black men would you
All I
say
gotta do is
they
take the
are?
trash out. And I get
A variety. I'm telling you. They
Oh,
will
variety
tell. They
don't
will
matter.
tell you over otherwise, but we're the expert. I date men. They don't date men. Do y'all date men? How many niggas have you dated in last year? How many niggas have you dated? How many niggas have you dated? I'm the expert.
I'm not
So
arguing with you.
can't
Who said
nobody.
we was arguing with you for you to be the?
I'm just-
nobody.
no,
you said
I'm
you
just-
said they would say
Calm
we
down,
didn't say
babe.
nothing. You
I'm
have
just
been the
letting
only
her
one
know. I'm just showing
speaking.
an example of not anything to you personally. I'm just showing an example of I'm the expert of.
expert.
I'm letting you know.
You're teaching us right now.
And I think she mentioned she's the expert to the degree that you might be hearing this and be like, "What, man? I couldn't
That
do this. I
part
couldn't do
crazy,
this."
right.
So you're passing judgment based off of what you would do, but she letting you know she got niggas on lock who ready to put a ring on it.
Because of the way I present my situation and the
Yeah,
way that
cool,
I'm
yeah,
real and transparent. Like, I know it sounds crazy right now, but I'm like, no. It don't work like that. I've had my niggas sit down at a table together and have dinner. And ain't nobody tripping, ain't nobody.
And they
I
both
think, you know
they
what?
both knew they was fucking you at the same time.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah. If you do that, think about
like
it.
there's
Like,
a
So they ran a train.
To this day.
no, listen. Like, well, you gotta understand. Like, what's
bukkake.
the whole premise of the relationship? There's
I'm
no
cocky.
relationship. There's nothing but
You
fucking.
think I'm cocky.
So, well, of
not a
course.
relationship.
I say you have a bukkake.
Yeah, okay, cool.
not a
Like, if it's nothing, it's no, because you gotta understand, it's no relationship, there's no feelings, no emotions attached to you. So it's like, okay, cool. If I know I'm coming to, hold on.
That's a misconception. No. But if you're gonna speak on it, it's the truth.
I haven't said
That's a
He's
misconception.
the
There are definitely emotions and whatever. You are making up a
I'm going
scenario.
I'm going for what you told me.
No. From your perspective, but I'm letting you know there's
There's no
definitely
perspective.
emotions.
There's no perspective. I'm just going from what you told me. You said
Okay.
that when I meet somebody, I don't
Okay.
want a relationship. That's what you
I
said,
don't.
right?
That doesn't mean there's no emotions.
Okay, so if I don't have a relationship with you, usually when you have a relationship, time is built, emotion grows. So if I
Emotion
don't,
grows and time is built
but
even in these
100%.
relationships.
So
I'm
if
letting you
I'm
know.
coming into this situation, I knowing that there's not gonna be anything in this but some sex, then okay, yeah, I can pull up with
It's
him.
not just
and,
about
and
sex
smash
also.
and
Just
do all
let
that
y'all
because
know.
I know there's no
Those are
substance
things
to the
that men
relationship.
create.
Y'all gonna do
a
rock paper
facade.
scissors? Who gets you get the
Yeah,
smash?
because there's no
first?
substance to
Yeah,
relationship.
there's no
Try to
rela-
make
yeah.
it seem
Like,
there's
bro,
nothing to it.
rock,
Like,
paper,
yeah, I'm like a
scissors,
chick.
and I'm a hoe, but I'm letting
No,
you
we
guys
don't-
know there's emotions involved. There's feelings that get involved, and that there are men that will build relationships with you when you're transparent with them, and they can also be transparent with you when you open up a clear understanding of. Let's just be transparent. Let's not try to act like I'm just for you and I'm not looking at anyone else. I don't want to fuck any other nigga. No.
But that's cool with being
So what are-
transparent.
what are
There's
y'all to
nothing-
each other then?
But there's nothing wrong with being transparent, though.
It depends
No,
on
yeah,
the.
for sure.
It
That's
depends on
great. I wish more
relationship.
people
What are
would be
you to
transparent.
the women that you meet? The same situation.
Not in a relationship.
Okay, well, I
And
won't say a relationship.
It's not a relationship.
That was a good answer to your question.
You hear what he just
Yeah.
said?
It's not a relationship.
for him. For
So what about
him.
you? So he has
For
to say
all
question.
parties involved.
I literally just
That's what she just
said
said.
that I can build a relationship with men and women. Also, I'm interested in
Oh
women.
fuck! Good night.
who
Hey, man, I fuck with you.
are.
I fuck with you though.
Listen,
Yeah.
You real.
Hey,
I'm being honest with everybody,
Ain't nothing wrong with
and
that.
that's
I
what
like
I'm
it.
all about. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. I can just be honest. All I know is my truth, and I can prove it.
Right.
So I don't give a fuck.
No, you got it. Me too.
Listen, sometimes it's just sex. Sometimes it's a relationship. Sometimes it's a companionship. Sometimes I still got a nigga. We still be figuring our shit out. But at the end of the day, I'm just transparent and real with people. I don't want to be tied down in a monogamous thing. Did that for 14 years.
13.
Married.
Yeah, 13. Yep,
Thank
yep,
you.
yep. Yeah, that was great. That was great, man. Tonight was so much
We was
fun.
listening.
Hey,
Tonight, yeah, man, we had a good
Yeah.
time, man. Y'all
man,
got
appreciate
anything?
y'all.
Yeah, y'all know what?
No,
This Friday-
wait.
Oh yeah, we do got some
We
announcements.
do got announcements.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Go ahead,
This
do it.
Friday.
Louisiana Purchase?
This Friday, yeah.
coming?
Louisiana Purchase. Are you coming for me and Sheena's birthday celebration?
Yeah, we could toss my birthday in.
Yeah. We doing a book signing. I don't know if y'all seen the flyer.
Who wrote a book?
We wrote it. Me and Sheena is we
kind
talk
of
about
book is
cooking and because it was soul and spice. We talk about cooking.
nice. It's a cookbook.
We talk about cooking and relationships.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, how you put all the ingredients together, chop them up.
Is that
and
your partner?
What all mixes? No. We
Oh,
just
okay.
we
Friends.
we friends. And
benefits?
yeah.
No,
no
friends.
benefits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real
Yeah, we
boundaries.
just two astrology signs.
What's your sign?
They're both there.
I'm an Aries.
Taurus.
Yeah, she's a Taurus.
Okay, so you guys are back to back.
Yeah.
And she's an Aries too.
Yeah, so
okay.
y'all come to our book signing this Friday at Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah.
What time?
At 10 o'clock.
At night?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Damn, that's late.
I'll be gone.
hey man.
Yeah.
I won't be
Hey, we also got it's that time of year again for all the moms out there. Mother's Day coming up. We got Mamas and Mimosas 6th annual. We'll be at Oak Park, free Mother's Day brunch. Right back at it. We started
cute.
with a morning yoga session. So yeah, y'all come out. We've been doing it for 6 years now. Partners still here. We doing it.
I love that. That's dope.
That's cute. I love that.
Hell yeah.
That's great.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you guys on the next one, man.
See you on the next one.
See y'all.
Monday,
Yes, sir.
Man. Appreciate y'all for coming out.
boy.
For sure. We out.
We out.
We out.
Okay.